Existentialist philosophers and the way of communicating and passing on the message.
In Adapta, there are three ways to realize certainty almost to matter. One is through thinking, the moment is through encounter, and the third is through confidence within the subject. 1. For illustration, in the event that you need to appear somebody, what is the impact of a certain medicate on the stomach, or what is the impact of a certain medicate on the eyes? One way is to instruct the chemical composition and atomic and biochemical structure of this substance, nourishment or medicate, to the other party, and after that moreover learn the component of vision. At that point the individual himself will get at what impact such a substance will have in case it is poured into such a holder. 2. The moment way isn't to appear the individual the organic chemistry of the pharmaceutical and not the physiology of the eye, but to deliver him the medicine. After many hours, he sees the impact we needed to tell him through thinking, through his inner voice, and gets it that, for case, the torment in his eye got superior. 3. The third way is the kind in which an individual not one or the other encounters nor is contended for, but accepts in a claim. In case you totally believe the pharmaceutical, indeed in spite of the fact that you've got not experienced the pharmaceutical yourself, and on the other hand you have got no data, almost natural chemistry, you'll tell him that a certain medication is valuable for eye torment since of your belief. The strategy of existentialist philosophers in passing on their messages and conclusions is regularly based on the way of encounter, which is for the most part communicated within the frame of craftsmanship and writing. In this way, nothing is included to the audience's conviction, or maybe, after all the contentions are over, meaning, drawing the uncommon situation of the hero, there's a place for the individual to allude. The good thing about this outline is that the peruser inquires himself, what would I do if I were in this situation, the extraordinary circumstance of the hero. As a result he puts himself within the put of the hero. It is more justifiable to acknowledge his choice. In simpler terms, existentialists try to communicate and share their message with a specific group of people, rather than with everyone in general. They do this by placing their audience into a specific and particular category. This type of communication includes an emotional impact. The arrangement of human life may be changed by a story or a motion picture. This can be why the philosophical novel could be an exceptionally common thing since the development of the school of existentialism. Nowadays, most Western thinkers are impacted by existentialists in this course and compose their conclusions and hypotheses within the shape of books. This way of communication has its merits. One of its merits is that its enthusiastic and formative effect on people is exceptionally tall. You have got experienced almost yourself that observing a motion picture in some cases makes such a change in a person that 100 contentions don't make that change in an individual. For illustration, you see in a motion picture that an on-screen character goes into a box. His executioner is additionally sitting on this box, and he doesn't know that the individual he is focusing on is interior the same box. In this circumstance, you get at the mental state of that individual interior the support exceptionally well. The motion picture paints that feeling well for you, and this picture cannot be settled by contention. Craftsmanship and writing bring man to the edge of involvement, and in this state, man himself encounters and gets it. He gets it in case, for illustration, the finger of the individual interior the box is presently stuck on the entryway and he does not yell, what kind of circumstance he can have. Understanding this state does not require thinking, and on the off chance that anybody envisions himself in that person's state, it'll be clear to him why that individual does not scream despite this. Typically the work of craftsmanship and writing. Perusing a story may truly alter the course of a person's future life, which would not have such an impact in case 1,000 classes of philosophy, worldview and thinking were shaped. In spite of the fact that this impact isn't a coherent impact, since consistently, purposeful anecdote has no legitimacy, but, in spite of all this, This impact is mental and genuine, which is distant more than the impact of philosophical books.